shown to save a single. Shahriar Ahmed Ononno is on strike. Down the track, goes over extra cover, and that's a 6. What a classy looking shot to get things underway. 6 to get the scoreboard moving over extra cover, down the track to the pitch of that ball. Saifullah, sorry, beg your pardon, Anando. Saifullah is now back on strike, who hit a classy 6 in the first over of the innings. Again, short and wide. This time it's cut away with power and he finds the boundary. This was not a dab. This was a full-fledged cut shot which found the gap between the two fielders fielding at point and third man. And that Saifullah picks up his second 17 for none. Saddam now. Again, that was an attempted bouncer, short and wide. Again, once again, the same shot, but this time he beats the point fielder to his right. The previous went towards the left of the point fielder, but this time same fielder is beat to play that shot. Short outside the line of off stump, but dragged on the leg side. Dragged and pulled away on the leg side for a boundary. That was an interesting shot. It was way outside the line of off stump, but the batsman dragged it and found the gap on that leg side boundary for another boundary. And it's been a real, common shot, the cut shot in this innings so far. We've seen a lot of dabs, a lot of full-fledged cuts, but they're peppering that offside field. Once again, short outside the line of off stump, and once again there's an opportunity for a catch, but it's been spilled. And it, insult to injury, it also goes to the boundary for a 4. Now that is very, very disappointing. The bowler looks very disappointed with the effort of the fielder. And the batsman, Anando, gets the life, and he moves to...
Thank you so much, Akib. It's been a decent start for cricketers Comilla. They have collected 39 runs from the first 5 overs, and we have seen a great last over from Sanjay Chakraborty. He was nipping the ball away from the right-hander, but in the meantime it's a good stroke, a lovely stroke through the covers, and it's a boundary. Just a touch of room for Shahriar Ahmed Anando, and he hits Maruful Islam, and they should take that advantage. Since they are both set, they can score runs freely and fluently. They have to go for the shots. Big gap. Once again, a huge gap between third man and cover. If he goes for the cut shot, he'll be able to pierce. No, he goes for the narrower direction, and yet again, he pierces that gap. That is beautiful. Absolutely wonderful from Anando. His second boundary of this over. If there was a mid-on, then it would have been gone for sure. But in LastManStands cricket, I don't think you'll see a fielder placed in mid-on usually. But this has enough wings to fly. It's flying and flies all the way. A majestic way to bring up the team 50. And this time around, it's Ahmed Saifullah who joins the party with Anando. Yet again, it's Sanjay Chakraborty. Goes down the leg, ill-directed delivery, and he's been penalized for it. It wasn't really expected from someone like him. He had a great first over. But this time around, he goes down the leg side, and the batter takes the full toll of it. Boundary in the first ball, and runs are coming thick and fast for cricketers Comilla, champs, and open tournaments in different countries. We had Malaysia Open last year. We also got to see Thailand Open. a bottom edge, and once again, it reaches the fence, had enough legs to beat the third man fielder. It's a lightning fast outfield. And if you somehow can get a good connection, it will reach the field, it will reach the producing dot deliveries. And this is what pressure does. When you are under the pump, your line and length sometimes can get hampered. That's 6. No question about that. This came from the middle of the blade. And it says, goodbye, I'm gonna fly all the way. Batter was not really expecting this height. This can be deemed as a good comeback. Nonetheless, 10 runs from the first 4 of this Rana Kumar Roy over. That's a cracking stroke. And it's a boundary. The fielder should have done better on that occasion. He had his fingers as well on the ball. Nonetheless, it was spilled out of his hands and ran all the way. The expensive Rana Kumar Roy with his second over and starts off well. Oh, that's gone. That's a wicket. My words. That's a brilliant piece of glove work. I was just criticizing the keeper for his mistake because he left the stumps in the last delivery of the last over. But this time around, he has pulled off a blinder. That was really quick. Now the question is, will this breakthrough hamper the flow of the runs for cricketers Comilla? They were going all guns blazing. No, absolutely no. They keep cutting loose, and what a stroke that was, straight down the ground from the meatiest part of the blade. And that's been hammered.
And the score is 95 for 1. Pulled away this time. Finally pulled away, but straight to the field, and he spills it. And once again, that goes for another boundary. Another insult to injury. Not only a dropped catch, but it also costs them 4 runs. And the bowler is very, very disappointed, and so he should be. Shariful Bari Limon hits it away into that lakeside region and finds the gap between square leg and fine leg for an easy boundary to get his innings going. Probably that bit of break for the players just to regroup themselves, maybe recuperate and get their energy back. And it's the second game of Boshundhara City Club. And that's been cut away and straight to that fielder. It was a well-timed shot, but finds the fielder at point for an easy catch. And Bijli, the batsman, dismissed after scoring just 4 runs. And the bowler will take it. It wasn't a good delivery. It was Ashraful Hussain, who's the new batsman, gets off the mark of the very first ball that he faces. Who charges down the track, outside edge. The batsman yucked himself there, but got the outside part of the bat to get it down to third man for a boundary. It was a good delivery by the bowler. He attempted a Yorker, but luck is what they call. And the batsman gets away with it. Ooh, that's been picked up on the leg side for a huge 6. The moment that it left the bat, we all knew that's going to clear the boundary. That sounded so sweet. What a shot it was from Limon. He moves to 23 now of 11 deliveries. He's never lost the ball, and the umpires are spending a bit of time, maybe looking to collect a new ball. And we're ready once again for the last ball. Ooh, that's been hit towards long off. Now he also clears the long off boundary. That was a classy 6 over long off, over through the offside. Picked up. It was a classical off drive, but pushed through the offside towards that cover fielder. Sorry, beg your pardon, long off fielder for a single. And the way Limon is going, I think there's a clear instruction to Ashfaq that just give him the strike for the moment. Ooh, it goes down the track. But this time he clears the boundary once again. There was an opportunity for a catch. Maybe someone a bit taller than the fielder might have had a better opportunity. But once again, it's another 6 for Limon, who moves to 30. A better opportunity. But once again, it's another 6 for Limon, who moves to 35 now of just 13 deliveries. This is an excellent cameo to get cricketers Comilla back on track in pursuit of a big score. Ooh, it goes down the ground once again, and once again it hits the side screen. Another 6. He's just hitting sixes at ease, hitting sixes for fun. All of a sudden, we're looking given a wide by the umpires. It's been firing it down the leg side. He's bowling it very flat. Picked up on the leg side. Another 6 for Limon, who takes him to 50 of just 17 deliveries. What an innings. A standing.
Concedes a single in the second delivery. This is going to be the last over of his quota, and he has been really expensive. 49 runs. Once again, the batter charges down the pitch. Will he be able to beat the fielder? He is able to beat the fielder. That's a boundary for Hilaluddin Hamid Khoka. Not the most convincing looking shot from his willow. Nonetheless, the ball had enough power. In fact, Ashfaq Hussain to the striking end is coming from over the wicket is Mahmudul Hassan. Let's see, where does he go? Will he go away from the left-hander? He does go away, and that's a delectable looking deft touch from Ashfaq Hussain. Effortless, easy as you like. He didn't even move an inch, just placed his bat, used the pace of the ball, timed just a simple stroke to cross over the pitch for a single. This is commendable batting performance from the double C's. The batters have been exemplary. From the word go, they have been batting with a lot of class, and just look at that. There was a full toss offered, and the batters took the advantage of it. That's what you need to do. Pick up singles and doubles in the good deliveries and hammer the freebies. From old boy's perspective, Zakaria has been really good, and he's hardly giving time to batters. Just look how fast he's returning to his bowling mark after delivering a ball. But this is unfortunate. Streaky for Ashfaq Hussain, and he gets 4 runs due to fortune. Frustrating for Zakaria Saddam. A really good over gets spoiled from Mahmudul Hassan. Perhaps one of the best death bowling overs I'm witnessing in Last Man Stands cricket. From the edge, and it should run away. It does. Boundary for Ashfaq Hussain. In the same fashion, he obtained a boundary in the previous over too. And the boundaries are And the boundaries are coming thick and fast. And the boundaries are coming thick and fast for Ashfaq Hussain. And that was a wrong ploy, I must say, because he was going for that wide Yorker, but the third man fielder was in a squarish position. So there is always a risk in the air. Fielder underneath takes the catch. Wicket in the ultimate delivery of this innings. Nonetheless, it's a scintillating batting performance from the double C's. Cricketers Comilla ends the first innings after collecting 192 on the board. And it's certainly a good score in this ground.
Old boys return will be looking to replicate what we saw in the first king. You've already seen that this pitch is a belter, so even though the target is big. Oh, that's picked up on the leg side by Sanjoy Chakraborty, and that has been picked up well clear of the boundary, well clear of the fielder, and that's gone for a 6. That shows that Old Boys return is going to attack, and going to attack from the Sanjoy Chakraborty is back on strike. Who that's flicked it away towards that fine leg fielder who misses the ball, tried to stop it with his feet but fails to do so, and that goes away for another boundary to take the score to 17, beg your pardon, after 1.3 overs. That was a loose delivery on the pads, got what it deserved. Only given away 5 runs from the 7 deliveries that he's bowled so far. (26) after 3.2 overs. It's been picked up well. Now that is going to clear the boundary for an easy 6 over cow corner. Old Boys return needed that because in the last couple of overs they didn't get the boundaries that they needed, but this 6 will definitely. Bijli continuing with his slingy action. Runs up. Has a very slightly longish run up compared to the other bowlers. But interesting part is that he's got that slingy action. And kind of has a run up kind of look like Rubel Hussain. And that's been picked up for another 6 over cow corner. Another classy looking shot from Sanjoy Chakraborty, who moves to 28 of just 14 deliveries, going at a strike rate of 200. And that was another very well timed shot. As a very similar run up to that of Rubel Hussain from Bangladesh. Loads up a bit like has got a crouch and then runs up like Rubel and has a slightly slingy action. And that's been hit away around the cow corner region for a boundary this time. We've seen 6s being hit to that corner, region by Sanjoy, but this time around it was hit all along the carpet by Old Boys return. The perfect platform to chase down this big 193 that they're looking for. We've already seen every team that has batted so far on this pitch has gone past 190. So they can take heart from that. Once again, picked up on the leg side this time from Rana Kumar Roy. Replicates the shot that Sanjoy was playing, and he too replicates the same result. And that ends the 5th over with the score being 52 for none.
In pursuit of 193, Old Boys did have a good outing. Oh my goodness. That's a sloppy miss from the fielder. And that goes away for a boundary. Sanjoy Chakraborty moves to his 40s. And at the end of this, as we head for the last delivery of the 7th. Sweeps it hard and finds the gap as well. Just beats the fielder who was trying to stop the ball with his legs. Sanjoy Chakraborty inches closer to his 50 as the 7th over gets completed after 7 and 6. Shahriar Ahmed Anando with his second over was expensive in his first, and he gets the first breakthrough. Rattles the stumps, and Rana Kumar Roy needs to go off. Was looking for a big hoik into the onside. So Tanvir Akash for his second over, just gearing up and looking at the field position. The left-arm spinner already delivered an over, and he's been greeted with a boundary. The first ball that's been swept cleanly as a whistle and beautifully pierced that onside gap to run away for 4 runs on most of the occasions. As we see another instance of that case, they should rather play straight batted shots, and there is a big gap at the cover region too. So it's better to play that cover drive, but this late cut will also be fruitful for Old Boy's return. Just a slice off the bat, and that runs down to the deep third for 4 runs.
Bijli comes back for his third over. Like I said, mentioned before, an action quite similar to that famous Rubel Hussain, but this time he bowls it down the leg side, and that's been clipped away to the boundary by Ekramul Haq Chaudhary. He moves to 17 of 10 deliveries. That was a poor delivery. And Bijli, on this occasion, giving a freebie to the batsman. And batting side require a lot of boundaries at this point because the required run rate. If you look at balls per runs. Picked on the leg side, flicked away, chance for a catch, and it's been taken in the deep. A simple catch to that fielder, looking for a double play, but in the end, the batsman will have to leave his crease. That's the fall of the second wicket with Ekramul Haq Chaudhary gone for 17. He was looking good. It looked like not given as a wide by the umpire. This is good. This is good period for cricketers Comilla. They're putting the pressure on Old Boy's return. Once again, another attempted sweep shot, but this time he finds the gap behind square leg towards that wide-ish fine leg region. It was a very, very good employed pull shot. Looks like both the batsmen have decided that against the spin off spinner, sweeping is the way to go. Charges down the track, goes down the ground, looking for a boundary and gets the boundary. Beats the long on fielder, who's very wide at the moment to his left. And it was a good ploy to go straight down the ground because he knew if he can go, if the angle is straight. The asking rate is getting to alarming territories now with 81 required of 34 deliveries. Bijli once again. Outside edge and flies away to that vacant third man region for 4. This is what Old Boys return need. They need a bit of new life in this innings. And Debashish at the cut away this time, finds the gap, goes to the left of that long point fielder. Was sliced away, intentionally played late so that he can find the gap and he can get the fielders in mind where the fielders are placed. So it's good, intelligent, smart batting by Debashish, who moves to 23 of 11 deliveries. goes down the ground this time, looking to beat the long off fielder, and he beats the long off fielder. That was very, very sloppy work. Tried to use his feet and completely missed the ball, couldn't even lay a foot on it. And hence, Old Boys return and get another. So it's going to be interesting to see what Wakil does, because he's struggling to get a move on. Down the leg side this time, but it's missed by the keeper, and it's going to be 5 wide. It's very disappointing for the fielding side. Cricketers Comilla, they have been bowling very sharply, but these 5 freebies it's gonna help Old Boys return.
It's Tanvir Akash with his final over. And he gets a wicket. He gets rid of Wakil Khan in the very first ball he delivers. That's a good piece of glove work from the keeper behind the stumps. And that's the end of Wakil Khan. Singles and doubles won't really help the batters. They have to hit the boundaries, and that's what the doctor is ordering currently. From the edge, and that's through the gap. A welcome boundary for Old Boys return, and a boundary after a long time. Oh my goodness, there could be an opportunity, but the keeper missed out, and it's gone for a boundary. Streaky runs for Old Boys return. Nonetheless, absolutely precious, and they can deem themselves in the game despite being That's a big strike. That will travel the distance. A counter punch from Mahmudul Hassan. And all of a sudden, the pendulum has started to swing. 30 runs to get from the last 8. Last over belongs to Shoriful Bari Limon. Slower delivery to kickstart. That's over the top. That's 6. What a start to this over. Mahmudul Hassan, take a bow. Courtesy to him that Old Boys are still fighting. They haven't given up. To get from the last 2. Is this the end of the hope for Old Boys return? The bowler may go for a back of a length delivery. He does go for it. Clips it off the pads. It will run away. It does run away for 4 runs. But they won't be bothered. Cricketers Comilla, they know